So I've been a personal trainer for over a decade now, and these are my 5 fitness and health non-negotiables for men in their 30s. Number 1 is you have to clean up your nutrition. You're not in your 20s anymore, and what you used to be able to get away with, you just can't in your 30s. So things like going out and binge drinking all the time, eating whatever you want, not watching your nutrition is going to be your detriment when it comes to getting into your 30s. So please, please, please focus on eating higher protein, drink your water, increase your fiber. Most men do not eat enough fiber, so that means breads, fruits, vegetables, whatever it takes, get your fiber intake up. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just do better. Secondly is going to be strength training 4 days per week. Ideally, you're doing an upper, lower, or a push-pull or full body each of those days in terms of your split. And this is going to keep your metabolism high. It's going to keep muscle mass on your body. And it's also going to keep your growth hormone and testosterone levels up. So you're just a more vital and energetic man throughout his 30s. So please do not skip the strength training. Number 3 is going to be cardiovascular health. When I'm talking about cardio, I'm saying this is separate from the weightlifting. Yes, lifting weights is going to give you a cardio base. Doing upper and lower body workouts together is going to give you cardio, but this is zone 2 longer form cardio sessions. So stuff that's in the 30 to 45 minute range where you're getting your heart rate up and keeping it elevated in that zone 2 for an extended period of time. This is going to give you a better gas tank when it comes to long endurance exercise. It's going to make you better at sex and have better endurance in the bedroom. And also you're just going to feel healthier and move about your day with ease. So do not skip the cardio, guys. It is still one of the best markers for long-term health and longevity is your cardiovascular health. Some really easy ways to get the cardio in is either walking more frequently, but make sure it's a brisk walk. You can also do cycling. You can also do running. But I just get most of my guys to throw their cardio in after their weighted workout, 20 to 30 minutes, then it's done and it's out of the way. Number 4 here, guys, is sleep. And this is probably the most important one that I can tell you about because people always forget about how important sleep actually is. When we sleep, we actually recover from the previous workouts that we do. So if you're not sleeping, you're probably not going to build any meaningful amount of muscle because we repair and build during sleep. Most people are getting only 5 to 6 hours of sleep a night. I would encourage you highly to get at least 7.5 to 9 hours every single night. Also, when it comes to hormone production, like testosterone, when we sleep, this is actually when we start to build and release more testosterone. That's why you actually usually wake up in the morning with an erection when testosterone is at its highest, is usually post-sleep because our body has been repairing and we've actually been releasing more hormone through that sleep cycle. If you're struggling with sleep right now, I do have a YouTube video on my channel, which I'll card above, which is my 5 tips for a better night's sleep. And if you've already watched that video and you've tried everything, I would highly recommend go checking out a sleep doctor so you can actually figure out what's going on to get on top of your sleep because it is just that important. Okay, and the 5th and final one here, guys, and this ties into everything else, is stress management. And now this seems a little bit vague, I know, but it's super, super important because when our stress is high, our cortisol levels elevate, we get metabolism effects, we get increased body fat stored around the midsection. We also have a dampening effect on our testosterone and our growth hormone. So a lot of things going on here. It can affect your sleep, right? If you have high anxiety, you might not be able to get to bed. So managing your stress is actually such a crucial skill to get in your 30s. And especially if you're looking to live a fit and healthy life, we need to find those avenues of actually addressing our stress at the root cause. And this might sound a little woo-woo to some people, but my number 1 recommendation is actually to start to go to counseling to figure out what is going on internally for you, as well as things like meditation, yoga, maybe a journaling practice can be really good for yourself as well. I know this is not what everybody wants to hear, but it does help a ton because when you start to figure out what's going on internally for you and either putting it on paper or being able to express that to another person, it helps you to understand what your triggers are and what your stressors are, and also gives you the tools to start to address them and to lower them. Because if we're not lowering them and we're just shoving everything down and bottling it all up, it's not going to end well in the end. And you might end up like me, where you're using things like drugs and alcohol to suppress those without actually dealing with them. And that is a really unhealthy coping mechanism. So that is my advice on the top 5 things for guys in their 30s to optimize their health, build muscle, get lean, and feel really, really the best they can. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that list and enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave it a like, as it helps the algorithm push this out to other people. Also subscribe to the channel, because we do release more videos on fitness, health, nutrition, etc. every single month, and we'd love to see you guys around. So thanks so much for watching the video once again, and we'll see you in the next one.